Taurus. I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your mid-March through April career tarot reading. This is where we're going to see how these big energies of March are going to affect your job, your career. We do have Venus retrograde as well as Mercury retrograde this month. We have eclipse season as well, Taurus. And we will also have Neptune finally entering the sign of Aries, where it has been for at least 12 to 13 years. So this is a brand new cycle. So lots going on in that area. But for you all, Taurus, you all also have Uranus in your sign only for a few more months. I believe Uranus moves into the sign of Cancer this summer. So you all definitely have a lot going on as well, and some type of culmination points in your career. Do check the link below for all the important dates, but also check the link below for those March monthly readings. This is how you know when Mercury is getting ready to be retrograding, because I fumble over my words. So sorry about that, Taurus. All right, let's start off mid-March. So you start off mid-March with the 9 of Wands, as well as the 5 of Pentacles. Last week of March finds you with the Death card, Scorpio energy there in the reverse, major arcana, as well as the Page of Swords. Let's see if my camera is, can you make yourself in Page of Swords? Guess everyone's a little slow today, huh? Okay, we start off April with the Tower card in reverse. If you all have any Aries energy, they receive this Tower card in the exact same location. Definitely could be a synchronicity. And the 4 or the 2 of Cups in the reverse. Then we close out April or mid-April with the 5 of Cups. You all are definitely having some kind of realization here during this time, because between this 5 and this 5, there's definitely something here where you all are supposed to be learning from the past, and you end with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So interesting mix there. We will figure out what all of that means for you all. But before we get too far into it, let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you a card representing the energy that you bring into mid-March and April in your career. Spirit, if you can send my Taurians a card representing that energy. And you have the Strength card in the reverse. So the Strength card in the reverse is that energy of needing to be able to push forward in a way that you're able to have strength, but also be able to be true to yourself. I do think for many of you all with this in reverse, this has been a struggle for you, Taurus. I do think back in February, even in January, this could have been this sense of not feeling like you have control over your career or your situation, your job, maybe not able to speak up for yourself during meetings, or something here that you have felt not in the best light for your career. And I do think that some of this carries through into March and April, just because it's so much changing energy. And I do think between that 5 of Cups, like I mentioned, that 5 of Pentacles, and you have the Death card and Tower, those two together, that's a lot going on in terms of dynamic change. So just be prepared for some big changes could be coming for you, Taurus. Now, let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you an oracle message for this time for your career. That wasn't a clean cut, so let me do it again. All right. And you have Triumph. Now you saw that it did come out in reverse. I like to read the oracle message cards in the upright, but this Triumph card is saying to you, where is it in your life that you're needing to overcome some stress of the past? I do think that Strength card that you got previously, and now this Triumph card, this is really good news. That means you are moving into this period of time here in your career that you're going to feel triumphant. You're going to feel like you accomplished some big goals. And I do think that once we move through March and into April, I do think we have a great opportunity. I'll tell you about that as we get to it mid April, we come to all planets direct. So this could be a triumphant time for you. So nice to see that, Taurus. All right, let's pull one last card. This is going to be energy that you need to know as an overarching spirit, but also what is it that in your career you need to focus on mainly. Okay, so that's what this card is going to represent. Spirit, if you can send my Tauruses that card. Once again, not cutting clearly and succinctly. Okay, you have the Queen of Wands, but it did come out in reverse. I don't know what's up with the camera today. It's kind of doing its own thing. Come on. All right, so the Queen of Wands, it did come out in reverse, and I do see you have a reversal in mid-April. So I do think this Queen of Wands is suggesting you trying to take back control of what is yours. And I do feel like, Taurus, if you have had any challenges in the past, I already mentioned with that Strength card of being able to speak your mind, this is the month to do it. And if you're still not feeling comfortable, talk to your spirit guides and maybe try it later in April and into May. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I do think the two energies of both Queen of Wands here as well as Queen of Wands here in mid-April, there's definitely some synchronicities there. So let's go ahead, let's go week by week, Taurus, and see what else Spirit has for you. So we begin this reading March 14th, lunar eclipse in Virgo. This is the first eclipse we have had in Virgo once it's been in this Pisces and Virgo axes. And this full moon will highlight some details you need to start focusing on. And this, as well as the next day when Mercury retrograde begins in Aries, this is going to be a time for you all that you're having some struggles. I do think many of you all are just trying to get down it feels like a pattern, a routine. You're trying to get past some kind of difficult situation. I do feel like many of you all could have had some correspondence at work that was not very positive. I feel like there's some people at work that you are not gelling with, or you are feeling like you don't belong, or you're just wanting to either leave this company, leave the team that you work with, or it feels like you have clients that just are not, they're not good clients. It feels like you're just really feeling down in the dumps about your resources, your money. And I do think that that lunar eclipse in Virgo is going to open up some kind of information for you that's going to help lead you into the next steps. But I also think that Sun entering Aries on the 20th, when we start a brand new astrological year, that spring equinox, is going to help you as well. Okay, so all is for naught. Remember, you did get that Triumph card, so there's some kind of good energy coming. You just have to get through some of this difficultness, Taurus. And I will tell you, many signs are getting this energy because this is a lot. We're having all these retrogrades, and we're also having eclipse season. Now, once we get past that Sun entering Aries on the 20th, I will tell you that by time we get to the 27th, Venus retrograde enters Pisces. This is an area you've been over before. And remember, some of the challenges with this is like that day before, Mars in Cancer squares Chiron in Aries. So there's like short patience, short-temperedness. People are defensive. I feel like you're trying to get a point across, but it's hard because you're trying to like deal with people at work that are not like for your highest good. And I feel like that death card is like you trying to remove some of this toxicity, trying to get out of an environment that is not good for you. And I do think with these reversals, it's telling you, take your time. You don't have to rush this, but keep to yourself. Like, don't tell anyone any secrets. Don't let them know more than they need to know. That's what I just heard. And I do think that Mars in Cancer squaring Chiron in Aries on the 26th, and then Venus retrograde entering Pisces on the 27th. This is going to be a time where it's going to be a little struggle, because I do feel like people are not helping you through this. Everyone's kind of in it for themselves. And I feel like that's what that Page of Swords and Death card is telling you. Like, keep to yourself as much as possible, okay? Now, I do think that by time you are moving into the last part of March and into April, we do have Neptune entering Aries on March 30th. This is really big because we have had Neptune in Pisces for the last 13 years. So it takes Neptune 138 years to go through the zodiac. So this is big. Some kind of information, some type of partnerships could end at this time. I do think you coming into April, we will have Mercury turning direct in Pisces on the 7th. And then we will have Venus retrograde conjunct Saturn in Pisces also on the 7th. So it just feels like here there's partnerships, relationships. This definitely could be, even though this is a career reading, this could be something where your partner has some challenges in their career. This could be your partner losing their job, or this could be you and someone else having a falling out at work. There's something here that has to end though. There's something here where you're trying to make it, you've been trying to get it to end and it hasn't. And this could be, like they said, the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like this could be it here once you get to April 7th. Now, I will tell you, once we are getting to April 12th, April 12th is a big day. April 12th, we have a Libra full moon. We also have Venus turning direct finally in Pisces. And we have the Sun conjunct Chiron in Aries. This is like, come on, camera. I don't understand why you're doing this today. All right, let's begin that part again so you can see them clearly. So April 12th, big day, Libra full moon, Sun conjunct Chiron in Aries, and Venus turns direct in Pisces. During this time, if you are able to focus on yourself, meditate, get some exercise, get out into nature, this just feels like a time where you're really in your feelings. I think someone says something at work, or you're just not in the mood to be hearing people not for your highest good. And I do think that by time we get to April 14th, we will have all planets direct until May 3rd. That is huge news, Taurus. I think this is going to be like a ray of sunshine for you all, because you have been having some challenges this month. And I do think that this all planets direct time, if you can focus on what you want to get out of this time period, whether it's leaving this job, connecting with new people, possibly networking in other companies. There's something here where you're trying to get out of that old energy. And I do think that you're going to have to get probably into mid-April, possibly into May, before you're seeing some of this clear up, because it's just kind of messy. That's what I keep hearing. It's like there is triumph coming, Taurus, but the challenge is that you have to figure out who you need to leave behind, what parts of yourself no longer are serving you, and you need to get rid of out of this like toxic energy of like coworkers and people not for your highest good. Okay, so if you can work on that during mid-March and April, I do think that it starts opening up by time you get to late April and into May. So I hope this was helpful, Taurus. Drop me a comment below. Don't forget to look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series, and I'll talk to you later.